Say, you had Anna Winter there and Andre Leontali from Vogue, who were terrific people, and Hillary Clinton looked fantastic.
The new reality TV series The Apprentice brings together 20 ambitious contestants hoping to survive in New York's corporate jungle. Donald Trump and Mark Burnett, good morning. Nice to see you guys.
Hello, Katie.
Why?
I have absolutely no idea,
But The Apprentice was a giant hit.
You're fired!
And when the season ended in April, Trump was ascending to new heights.
At a bar in Chicago, the hometown of the new apprentice, it sounded as loud as a Cubs victory party.
The Apprentice portrayed Donald Trump in the most flattering possible light. As the host of the show, Trump came across like an able commander, a morally strong but fair leader, and a tycoon who couldn't fail.
Doesn't it?
I've always got a lot of attention. This is getting a little ridiculous, and I
Oh,
had no
please.
idea it was
You
going to
love
do
it.
this.
Come on.
Katie,
Don't get
They told
started
me you
with
were gonna
me.
be nice today.
Trump the man wasn't the only beneficiary of the show. Trump the brand was featured prominently, from Trump bottled water to the troublesome Atlantic City casino, the Trump Taj Mahal.
Well, he may have a hit show right here on NBC and plenty of money in the bank, but Donald Trump's hotels and casino resorts are in deep debt to the tune of nearly $2 billion.
The casinos make less than 1% of my empire, so to speak. I mean, it's a relatively small investment for me.
The Apprentice was immediately renewed, and Trump's popularity was at its peak.
Donald Trump is
Would be
calling
set
for a
aside.
redesign of the World Trade Center site to, in effect, rebuild the Twin Towers, making them 1 foot taller than the originals.
He soon married longtime girlfriend Melania at a celebrity-packed wedding.
Who was the most glamorous guest in your view?
Well, I would say, you had Anna Winter there and Andre Leontali from Vogue, who were terrific people, and Hillary Clinton looked fantastic. And
The show opened up new licensing deals for Trump, and it validated his strategy of branding over building.
He's the dean of his own university.
tasty for just $1.
I have to say hello to my boss. You might have met your match here.
And by the end of the year, he was back to talking about the White House,
I will run. Next time.
taking cameras with him to vote in the presidential election. So Trump had some trouble finding his polling place.
Oh, why? Do I have to go to a different place?
There's a little drama at the polling booth. We like
Do me a
that.
favor, double check.
We have the paperwork.
Double
Says
check.
so.
They don't have it here either. You believe me?
They don't have it in this book. He's not in my book either.
I have a feeling this one's not going to work either.
I do too.
Hi, fellas. Come on, Billy, let's go.
On The Apprentice, Trump embraced his new persona. Gone was his habit of picking fights or threatening lawsuits. But off-screen, Trump kept his knives sharp. When Martha Stewart signed up for a daytime version of The Apprentice that would quickly be canceled, Trump couldn't hold his fire.
Honestly, it's like two kids in a sandbox. What's going on
Well, no,
here?
it's
Couldn't you
not.
take the
It's-
high road? Okay,
You
well,
want me to say I apologize? I won't.
Despite 14 seasons of The Apprentice and its spin-off Celebrity Apprentice, Trump was eager to keep up the impression that he was, first and foremost, a developer. Throughout the 2000s, more and more Trump-branded buildings went up around the world. And in 2007, he unveiled his newest trophy tower, a hotel in Dubai.
That property's incredible, just reading about it. What is it per square foot?
I think architecturally it's going to be one of the most beautiful buildings anywhere in the world. It's special, and Dubai is a special place. And it's
By 2009, it was canceled due to the global financial collapse. But beginning back in the late 90s, Trump had started purchasing golf courses. And reports indicate that he's been able to earn a surprisingly high rate of return for these investments.
what did it cost you to build this?
the total cost was about $55 million.
But by and large, the era of constructing his own buildings was coming to an end, especially at home in New York. The last time Trump's company put up a new building in Manhattan was 2001. And despite the hype around The Apprentice, the last time anyone paid Trump to put his name on a New York City building was in 2007.
You have to be very smart. You have to know your subject. You can never have somebody so smart that he's smarter than you. You have to be the smart one.
But that sounds like you surround yourself with stupid people.
No, you just have to be very smart. Very smart people.
It wasn't until the end of the decade that Trump was ready to finally enter politics, combining all the tools he'd been honing, public feuds, the obfuscation, and his deft handling of the media.
The world laughs at us. They won't be laughing if I'm president. If I decide to run, and that's a big decision for me, including the fact, frankly, that I would have to give up one of the most successful shows on television, which is a lot of money and a lot of prestige and a lot of power.
Despite years of public pining for the White House, Trump's first real entry into politics didn't go quite as planned. Trump targeted President Obama's background, a subject that topic.
We'll have to see what, perhaps it's going to say Hawaii. Perhaps it's going to say Kenya.
But Trump's critics described as conspiratorial and racist.
Obviously, we all know about your credentials and breadth of experience. For example, no, seriously, just recently, in an episode of Celebrity Apprentice, you fired Gary Busey. And these are the kind of decisions that would keep me up at night.
Trump didn't back down despite the public scolding, but his biggest mistake in that first foray might have just been picking a fight with somebody with a bigger bully pulpit than a reality TV show.